The Last Question is a science fiction short story by Isaac Asimov. It first appeared in the November 1956 issue of Science Fiction Quarterly and was anthologized in the collections Nine Tomorrows, The Best of Isaac Asimov, Robot Dreams, the retrospective Opus 100, and in Isaac Asimov, The Complete Stories, Volume 1. It was Asimov's favorite short story of his own authorship, and is one of a loosely connected series of stories concerning a fictional computer called Multivac. The story represents a close encounter among science fiction, theology, and philosophy. History: in conceiving Multivac, Asimov was extrapolating the trend towards centralization that characterized computation technology planning in the 1950s to an ultimate centrally managed global computer. After seeing a planetarium adaptation, Asimov privately concluded that this story was his best science fiction yet written. He placed it just higher than The Ugly Little Boy and The Bicentennial Man. The Last Question ranks with Nightfall as one of Asimov's best-known and most acclaimed short stories. Theatrical Adaptations: The Last Question was first adapted for the Abrams Planetarium at Michigan State University, featuring the voice of Leonard Nimoy, as Asimov wrote in his autobiography Enjoy Still Felt. It was adapted for the Strasenberg Planetarium in Rochester, New York, under the direction of Ian C. McLennan. It was adapted for the Edmonton Space Sciences Center in Edmonton, Alberta, under the direction of John Holt. It subsequently played, as well, at the Hayden Planetarium in New York City, Boston Museum of Science in Massachusetts, Fels Planetarium of the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia, Hansen Planetarium in Salt Lake City, Utah, Morrison Planetarium in San Francisco, California. A reading of the story was played on BBC Radio 7 in 2008 and 2009. Plot summary: The Last Question was asked for the first time, half in jest, on May 21, 2061, at a time when humanity first stepped into the light. The question came about as a result of a $5 bet over highballs, and it happened this way. The story deals with the development of universe-scale computers called multivacs and their relationships with humanity through the courses of 7 historic settings, beginning in 2061. In each of the first 6 scenes a different character presents the computer with the same question. Namely, how the threat to human existence posed by heat death of the universe can be averted. The question was, how can the net amount of entropy of the universe be massively decreased? This is equivalent to asking, can the workings of the second law of thermodynamics be reversed? Multivac's only response after much thinking is, insufficient data for meaningful answer. The story jumps forward in time into later eras of human and scientific development. In each of these eras someone decides to ask the ultimate last question regarding the reversal and decrease of entropy. Each time, in each new era, Multivac's descendant is asked this question, and finds itself unable to solve the problem. Each time all it can answer is there is as yet insufficient data for a meaningful answer. In the last scene, the godlike descendant of humanity watches the stars flicker out, one by one, as matter and energy ends, and with it, space and time. Humanity asks AC, Multivac's ultimate descendant, which exists in hyperspace beyond the bounds of gravity or time, the entropy question one last time, before the last of humanity merges with AC and disappears. AC is still unable to answer, but continues to ponder the question even after space and time cease to exist. Eventually AC discovers the answer, but has nobody to report it to. The universe is already dead. It therefore decides to answer by demonstration. The story ends with AC's pronouncement. And AC said, "Let there be light." And there was light. See also: Answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything, cyclic model, entropy, heat death of the universe, omega point, Shaggy God story, technological singularity, the best of Isaac Asimov, the last answer, transhumanism. References. External links: The Last Question title listing of the Internet Speculative Fiction Database.